Hi all, welcome to the second episode of Planning in Layman's Terms, brought to you by ET Planning. My name is Steph Richards and I'm a senior planner in the London and Surrey planning team. The hidden deadline in the new NPPF, what it means for housing. In our previous In Layman's Terms blog post, we tackled the NPPF, National Planning Policy Framework, what it is and why it matters. Now we're diving into a more technical but crucial change, the transitional arrangements in the latest NPPF update. Heads up, this is a tricky one, so let me break it down for you. Why do these transitional arrangements matter? The government's aim with the new NPPF is to push for more housing delivery, making it easier to develop in certain areas, especially where local planning authorities, LPAs, have been slow to adopt new housing targets. But with new rules comes new challenges, and the question is, how will LPAs actually respond to these changes in practice? That's where Annex 1 of the NPPF comes in, outlining transitional arrangements that set deadlines and rules for how LPAs should handle their local plans. So, rather than drown in planning jargon, let's stick to bite-sized bullet points. Key takeaways from Annex 1. 1. LPAs can continue with their existing local plans, but only if they act fast. If an LPA wants to stick to its current local plan, it must submit a final draft, known as Regulation 19, on or before the 12th of March 2025. This means that there's a 3-month window from when the new NPPF comes into effect for LPAs to get their plans submitted for examination. Impact: expect a rush of local plans being submitted for this deadline. LPAs that miss the deadline will have to start again under the new system. 2. LPAs must update their housing targets if they're too low. If an LPA's housing requirement is 20% lower than the new local housing need figures from the standard method, they cannot just sit on their existing local plan. Instead, they will need to start a new local plan immediately, using the new, likely higher, housing targets. Impact: this is a big deal for developers. Areas with under-delivering LPAs may see a flood of speculative planning applications before new local plans are adopted. 3. A bigger housing supply requirement kicks in from July 2026. For LPAs which fall into the boat under point 2 mentioned above, they will be required to update their local plan by 1st of July 2026. For LPAs which fail to meet this deadline, they must provide an extra year's housing supply in addition to the usual 5-year supply. This means affected LPAs will need a 6-year land supply instead of 5. Impact: this puts more pressure on LPAs to update their plans quickly. In the meantime, expect more planning applications in areas with undersupplied housing. What this means in practice: for developers and landowners, some LPAs will become prime targets for speculative development as they rush to meet new housing targets. If an LPA has been too slow to adopt a local plan, it may be easier to win planning permission on unallocated sites in the short term. For LPAs, those at an early stage in their local plan process will likely have to increase their housing numbers to align with government expectations. Those further along, examination stage by 12th of March 2025, can proceed with lower housing targets but will need to update their plans soon after. The bottom line: expect a last-minute rush. Many LPAs will be scrambling to submit their plans before 12th of March 2025. Short-term development opportunities. In areas where LPAs haven't met their targets, developers and land promoters will likely take advantage. Changes coming. From 1st of July 2026, stricter housing supply rules means LPAs will need to deliver more homes, whether they like it or not. FAQs, your questions answered. What happens if an LPA doesn't submit a local plan by 12th of March 2025? They'll have to start again, using the new local housing need figures, which could mean much higher targets. What if my site is in an area with an outdated local plan? It could be easier to get planning permission, as LPAs will struggle to resist speculative applications. Will this mean more greenbelt land is released for development? Possibly. The new NPPF relaxes some restrictions on greenbelt land, meaning LPAs might have to release sites to meet new targets. Need help navigating these changes? Our team of planning consultants can guide you through the new NPPF rules, ensuring your project has the best chance of success. Contact us via email on office@etplanning.co.uk or speak to our team on 01344 508 048 or visit our website at etplanning.co.uk. ET Planning, we're on your side.